Heart disease rarely strikes all at once. It builds quietly, meal by meal, hidden inside everyday habits and convenience foods. While genetics matter, research shows diet is one of the strongest forces shaping heart health. This video breaks down 10 common foods that damage the heart, explaining how they affect blood vessels, cholesterol, and metabolism, so you can make small changes before the damage adds up. Number 10. Fast food burgers. Red meat on its own is not inherently destructive to heart health, but fast food burgers are a very different product from a carefully prepared, high-quality cut of beef. These burgers are typically made from heavily processed, low-grade meat, cooked at extremely high temperatures, and paired with refined white buns, sugary sauces, and fried sides. This combination creates what can best be described as a metabolic storm. Saturated fat from poor quality meat, when consumed alongside refined carbohydrates, amplifies inflammation and disrupts normal cholesterol balance. LDL cholesterol rises, HDL protection weakens, and arterial walls become more vulnerable to plaque buildup. Add oversized portions and frequent consumption, and the cardiovascular system is placed under constant stress. The issue is not the occasional burger enjoyed mindfully, but when fast food becomes a regular dietary anchor rather than a rare indulgence. Number 9. Processed and cured meats. Processed and cured meats like bacon, sausages, hot dogs, and deli cuts are among the most underestimated threats to heart health. While some versions are marketed as lean or low-fat, they often compensate with extreme sodium levels, preservatives, and chemical additives. Excess sodium raises blood pressure by increasing fluid retention and causing blood vessels to stiffen over time. As blood pressure rises, the heart must pump harder with every beat, accelerating wear on both the heart muscle and arterial walls. Over years, this strain significantly increases the risk of heart attacks and strokes. Many people unknowingly consume half or more of their daily sodium allowance from processed meats alone. The danger lies not just in fat content, but in how aggressively these foods disrupt vascular stability and blood pressure regulation. Number 8. Deep fried foods. Fried foods damage the heart not simply because they are calorie-dense, but because of what happens to cooking oils under intense, repeated heat. Commercial frying methods often generate trans fats and oxidized fats, chemically altered substances that raise harmful LDL cholesterol while lowering protective HDL cholesterol. These damaged fats interfere with normal cellular function, promote widespread inflammation, and accelerate plaque formation inside arteries. Unlike controlled home cooking with fresh oils, restaurant frying involves oils reused multiple times at extreme temperatures, making them increasingly unstable. Foods like French fries, fried chicken, and packaged fried snacks become delivery systems for these harmful compounds. When eaten frequently, they rank among the strongest dietary contributors to cardiovascular disease. Number 7. Candy. For decades, dietary fat was blamed as the primary driver of heart disease, but modern research has redirected much of that concern toward added sugar. Candy represents one of the most concentrated sources of sugar in the modern diet, offering little to no nutritional benefit in return. Each serving rapidly spikes blood glucose and insulin levels, forcing the body into repeated metabolic overdrive. Over time, these sugar surges promote fat accumulation, chronic inflammation, abnormal cholesterol patterns, and insulin resistance. These changes dramatically increase the risk of obesity, type 2 diabetes, and cardiovascular disease, even in individuals who appear thin or otherwise healthy. Sugar rarely harms the heart in a single moment. Instead, it quietly reshapes metabolism over years, nudging the body toward disease one spike at a time. Number 6. Soft drinks and sugary juices. Sugary beverages are particularly dangerous because they bypass the body's natural appetite regulation systems. Liquid sugar is absorbed rapidly, delivering massive glucose loads without triggering feelings of fullness or satiety. As a result, calories accumulate without compensation. Regular consumption is strongly associated with weight gain, fatty liver disease, insulin resistance, and elevated triglycerides, each a major cardiovascular risk factor. Even fruit juices, often marketed as healthy, can contain sugar levels comparable to soda while lacking the fiber that slows sugar absorption. When sugar enters the bloodstream in liquid form, metabolic damage occurs faster and the heart absorbs the consequences sooner. Number 5. Sugary cereals. Many breakfast cereals are marketed as part of a healthy, balanced morning routine, yet a closer look at their labels often reveals high levels of refined carbohydrates and added sugars. Starting the day with these foods causes a rapid spike in blood sugar, followed shortly by a sharp crash. This roller coaster effect triggers inflammation, increases stress hormones, and drives hunger and sugar cravings later in the day. When this pattern repeats daily, the body gradually becomes less responsive to insulin, making blood sugar regulation increasingly difficult. Over time, this insulin resistance contributes to weight gain, abnormal cholesterol levels, and higher cardiovascular risk, especially when combined with sedentary lifestyles. Breakfast does more than provide energy, it sets the hormonal and metabolic tone for the entire day. A meal that stabilizes blood sugar supports heart health, while one that destabilizes it quietly pushes the body toward long-term damage. Number 4. Cookies and pastries. Cookies, pastries, and similar baked sweets are particularly harmful to the heart because they combine two of the most damaging dietary elements: large amounts of added sugar and unhealthy fats. Sugar drives inflammation and disrupts normal metabolism, while saturated and trans fats worsen cholesterol profiles and damage blood vessel function. Commercially produced baked goods often rely on low-quality oils, chemical stabilizers, and preservatives to improve texture and shelf life, further reducing their nutritional value. Regular consumption reinforces weight gain, insulin resistance, and chronic inflammation within the vascular system. Over time, this combination accelerates plaque buildup in arteries and increases the risk of heart disease. These foods are carefully engineered to maximize taste and appeal, not to support long-term health or cardiovascular resilience. Number 3. Margarine. Margarine is not inherently harmful, but certain varieties, particularly solid stick margarines, pose serious risks to heart health. These products often contain trans fats produced through partial hydrogenation, a process designed to extend shelf life and create a firm texture. Trans fats are among the most damaging substances for the cardiovascular system. They directly interfere with lipid metabolism by raising harmful LDL cholesterol while lowering protective HDL cholesterol. At the same time, they promote inflammation within arterial walls, making plaque formation more likely. Even small amounts consumed regularly can have measurable negative effects over time. Choosing safer alternatives such as soft, non-hydrogenated spreads or liquid oils like olive oil can significantly improve cholesterol balance and reduce cardiovascular strain. Number 2. Meat-heavy pizza. Meat-heavy pizza represents a near-perfect convergence of cardiovascular stressors in a single meal. High sodium content raises blood pressure, saturated fat from cheese and processed meats disrupts cholesterol balance, and refined white crust contributes to blood sugar instability. As additional toppings and extra cheese are added, these effects intensify. Portion size further magnifies the problem, as pizza is rarely eaten in moderation, making it easy to exceed daily sodium, fat, and calorie limits in one sitting. While choosing vegetable-based toppings and controlling portions can reduce harm, frequent consumption of meat-heavy pizza places ongoing strain on the heart, blood vessels, and metabolic system. Number 1. Diet soda. Diet soda may contain no sugar and no calories. but growing evidence suggests it is far from a heart-healthy choice. Artificial sweeteners can disrupt gut bacteria, alter appetite regulation, and increase cravings for sweet or calorie-dense foods. Some research links regular diet soda consumption to higher rates of obesity and type 2 diabetes, both powerful risk factors for heart disease. The mismatch between intense sweetness and 0 calories appears to confuse metabolic signaling, leading the body to compensate later through increased hunger or overeating. While diet soda avoids sugar, it does not avoid metabolic consequences. Over time, this subtle disruption accumulates, and the cardiovascular system absorbs the long-term effects. Your heart doesn't fail overnight, it's shaped by the choices you repeat every day. If this video helped you see food differently, turn awareness into action and start protecting your future now. And if you want to be smarter every day, like and subscribe.